Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is another CAS day. I know I said I would be doing these more regularly, but I lied. I'm so sorry. But we are back, and today, as you can see, we're doing the Goth family. Side note, Jesus Christ, look at Alexander Goth. He did not age up well. Ugh. Also, they have another kid, Xavier. That doesn't sound right, but in my save they do. It's very autonomous in my save, so they're just getting on with it, I guess. They are vampires, but they did age up to elders before I was able to intervene. But I went on a spree of changing all my elders that I care deeply about into vampires, because I don't like, my fave townies dying off, especially when I'm not there to witness it, which seemed to be the case most of the time. But yeah, so we're starting with Bella. I wanted to give her something that felt a bit glam, and honestly, she was looking pretty good considering the elder status. So we're trying to kind of match that with this. You'll see that I don't actually stick with the skin. I tried, but it wasn't meant to be, but I do like the skin. But when I compare it, it doesn't quite give the same effect, especially because she's also Latina. I'm not sure if it really reads like that. Also, who's sleeping with lip liner on and a full beat? I mean, maybe Bella is, but I don't think so. But while I have you guys, I did want to get your opinion on some other content that I'm thinking of bringing to the YouTube space. Obviously, we already have the Shadowmoon Legacy, and I've been pretty consistent now since around, I want to say, November, or maybe. So I think I could start adding something more. Side note, as you saw, I did compare, and she used to have moles, but for some reason the skin does not is on like the mole layer, which, sure, I could go change that in Sims 4 Studio, but I'm not going to do that. Also, I recorded this part maybe 2 months ago, maybe longer, so I'm having to remind myself as I edit it what the hell happened. And the end segment, you'll see that there has been a change to the family. But back to YouTube content. So obviously, CAS makeovers, I'm a makeover girly, so it makes sense that I will do more of that. But also, I wanted to get into some Sims content that was a bit different. So I have all the kits and packs and game packs and stuff packs. I have all the things. Mostly thanks to being in the EA Creator Network. I definitely would not have bought half of these things without that, so thank you. But also because now that I'm in the network, it's kind of nice to have as many as possible, especially because I'm not a builder, as some of you may know. So downloading from the gallery can get really irritating when I have most of the packs but not one of the packs, and it's a really cool thing that they use from that one pack. Rocks especially, I found with Batu, a lot of nice builds had the rocks from there. So that's the only reason why I got it. Definitely not worth it, don't do it. But okay, so yeah, I was thinking of doing content, going through the packs that I like, the packs I think are worth it, kits, etc. Maybe even some fun ranking, I think could be a good idea. Also, I haven't done any of the events that The Sims been doing. So I think there was like a Halloween one for that pack, the Life and Death. Was there a Christmas one? Probably. I know we're currently in the birthday season, so there's the Blast from the Past. I haven't done it. And I have seen from other Sims videos that there's some really good content. Like I desperately need the birthday cake. Even if they're not going to do the same like slutty little dance as they did in The Sims 1, because oh my god, that was really great. But still, regardless, I do need it. So I think I will have to do that, and maybe I could even film it and we could have fun with it. I've not done any of them, so I have no idea how extensive it is. I've just seen the loot, the swag you get from it, and I want it. And the blow up chairs. Oh my god. Oh, I need it. So maybe even do that. And otherwise, just, if you guys have any suggestions, I think that would be fun. Maybe kind of like things that you can just be a one episode and done. For those wondering, I would like to return to the Growing Together LP that I started was it 2 years ago now? No, surely not. Maybe a year ago. I've got no idea. It was basically set in the 60s, and I really enjoyed the aesthetic, but hated playing with infants. That really sucked. Really sucked. I had no idea how awful they were. So doing a whole Growing Together LP just wasn't the move. But I would like to maybe do something else with that family. I'm not sure. But other kind of challengey things that you can do as a kind of one video, I think would be fun. So yeah, I would love to hear you guys' thoughts on that and any suggestions you have. I think it could be really fun. Yeah. Now here I am just trying to find some hair for Mrs. Bella. One thing I do struggle with is finding hair that isn't completely grey. I like a kind of a grey that maybe has a dark root or is kind of a bit more streaky. I think a lot of the hairs just go either black or fully grey, and that's not the mood I want for Bella. I don't see that for her. So you'll see I do eventually find a hair that makes sense and kind of fits the brief that I've set for myself, and I'm happy with it. I think it works pretty well. Look at this grey, it's stunning. There's the beat. We're going to give her a quick little body, bam. And then as you can see, I didn't stick with the classic reds. I went for a more, what is that, burgundy, mauve? I've got no idea, I should have googled this. But it's, it's in the family of red, brown. It's in the family, it's a cousin of red. But I thought with age she might have switched up her style slightly. But I'm happy with these outfits. She still is giving sexy, but in a mature way. And this sewing outfit makes me laugh. Those like aerobics classes, aqua aerobics that the old people do? I can imagine she's there with her sunglasses on, taking it very seriously. So I'm happy with how she turned out. I think she's still giving yummy mummy, and the vamp edge, I think, has rejuvenated her slightly. Not that she had aged too much, but this has kind of filled out her cheeks slightly. I think my vamp lore is maybe that it does kind of I don't want to say like Twilight, it kind of rejuvenates someone and makes them the most beautiful, because in that universe it just means you become more white. But it does fill out the cheeks a little bit more. It does plump out the wrinkles a scotch. And Bella's the only sim that doesn't have any blood dripping, so good for her, girl. Good for you. She's a tidy drinker. All right, on to Mortimer. He has aged slightly more than she has, but men always kind of do, right? They the amount of men that just don't use moisturizer. Like, hello, what do you mean? But he is pretty fun to do. I will say that I'm not really into doing creating men at all. It's a wonder I didn't realize I was gay until a few years ago. But I've always just been way more fascinated by women and thought they were way more interesting to look at, more attractive. As much as, I still like men, I do not enjoy creating them. But, I'm a trooper, so here I go. Again, we're trying to add a kind of aged look. But, as with Bella, the vampness, or what do you call it, the vampire gene, perhaps, or the vampire, is it an infection in vampire? I don't know what you'd call it, but the vamp thing, the vampire gene. I'm going to go with vamp gene because I cannot remember another name for it, but it plumps you up a bit, takes a few years off, makes you a little bit hotter than you were before, which kind of makes sense because, all of my vampires are very attractive. I haven't made a single Urgo yet, so Love that. Oh, and the facial hair. This is where I struggle. For some reason, I don't have a skinny little 20s mustache anywhere, which doesn't make any sense because I feel like I really enjoy his mustache. But here's me struggling, don't have one, so I will be settling on a kind of, I suppose, goatee. I did debate using the Maxis one, but I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. It would irritate me too much. And everything else just felt like way too much. So a little goatee doesn't hurt. And but there's me kind of checking against a reference. Almost forgot to do his eyes. I think he looks less weird now because it all makes sense together. Yeah, that looks like the same guy. Yassified Mortimer. Oh, his ears, cute. See, the men, he's got so little going on that I'm like, fuck it, let me mess with his ears. Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? Yeah. Nice. Oh, there we go. A little bit of smile line. Yes. And there we have Mortimer. As you can see, I did not change his outfit because I do not care. I don't think I have enough suits to really give him something, so. And here's that kid Xavier. Whoa. What the hell happened to him? Oh my god. Jesus Christ, what a jump scare. Oh, sorry, mate. And there you have it, the Goths. Still freaky as ever, but now old. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. As I said before, please do let me know if you have any suggestions on content you'd like to see. I'm really excited to get things going over here. Thanks again. Bye.